welcome back everybody. Appreciate you being here. So as you can see, I was hooking up the Lamar to the truck, and as promised in the last video, I'm heading over to the farm. My wife's stepdad's been texting me saying he's got a lot of maple on the ground. I don't know what a lot is, but any is better than what I've got right now. I do a lot of maple in my summer bundles, and I've been flying through the bundles. So that's the plan here this morning. I'll just walk you over here real quick and show you that I stack all maple in between the poles here on the RV shelter, and it's usually about up to here all the way down. And I've already went through 3 and starting on that 4th right there. I was out here last night making bundles, so I need to get some more maple. I like to get it split this time of year, that way by spring when it warms up it's ready to go, and start mixing it in. And I sprinkle in a little cherry and walnut, ash, something like that this time of year. But as the colder months start coming on, I'll start switching over and putting a little bit more oak or mulberry in there for those people that are wanting it for some fireplace heat. And speaking of heat, we have been selling a lot of wood. It turned a little cooler here, as it probably has for a lot of you. As you can see, the trees here in the background in southern Illinois are starting to turn, and I'm out here in a sweatshirt. It's 40 degrees right now and feels great. So what a good day to get out in the woods. Speaking of sweatshirts, real quick, for those of you that have reached out to me via email and been showing interest in one of my shirts or sweatshirts, I gotta say it is humbling and flattering at the same time that you guys would want one of my shirts. Up until this point, I basically made shirts just for me. I was working on a couple different designs, and I'm finally happy with what I have now. I've been working with Bill Moon over at Backspin Graphics, and we finally got it up and running. Up to this point, I've been giving them to fellow YouTubers and people that have given me shirts, and just as a thank you to them. So you've seen them on other channels. I know Heath over there at Hardworking Man likes my shirt. They're very comfortable. I was kind of taking that idea from Heath. He sent me a couple shirts way back when, and I went with kind of the same fabric on my shirts, and I really like them. So with that being said, guys, again, not looking to make a business out of it at all. You will not see Shop My Store in any of my video titles or around my video titles like you see on some other channels, and that's okay, but that's just not me. I'm not wanting this to turn into a business. I'm just wanting to make it available for the people that have asked me out there for them. So in my video descriptions and also in my channel description, I'm going to put links to my new website that Bill designed for me. I'll put it up here, toddsoutssideagain.com. That's all one word. You can go to the video description and find that link if you're interested. There's going to be some hoodies up there, some t-shirts, limited colors, trying to keep it simple just for those people out there that have shown interest. And again, thank you for showing that interest. It's very humbling. And for those of you out there that have been asking for a while, you can go there now and pick up a shirt or a hoodie. And we're kind of toying around with the idea. It's going to be a little long process, but you guys know I'm a hat man, so that may be coming in the future too. So thanks for that interest in that. And now we're going to head to the farm. So hopefully the leaves over there are starting to turn, because it is always beautiful over there along the bluffs. And if I can get some footage, I'll get some footage. Trying to do a little bit of an intro here because I don't know if the wind's going to pick up today or not, and I don't want to have a bunch of wind noise. As you could see, just got a little bit left of the tree service. Haven't been doing any splitting this week. I've honestly just been keeping up with that firewood stand up there. the cool down has created a lot of interest in the firewood stand, and that's a good thing. I sold a whole face cord, another half of a face cord rack, and a lot of bundles, and then the loose stacks have actually been flying out of there. So I've been keeping up with that this week. I think I've went through 5 face cords, starting on the 6th face cord, just through that stand in the last couple of weeks. So I'm not advertising this year on Facebook. I'm just going to let that stand do the work for me and keep up with what existing customers I have. Just a few deliveries that we do make. So I'm going to wrap it up here at the house. And when you see me again, hopefully we're cutting into some maple. Got a customer coming in. Well, just as I was wrapping up the ending of that intro to this video, I heard what sounded like a Dodge Cummins coming up the road, and I can always tell when they start slowing down. You seen him back in there real quick. He took a half of the face cord rack, and that's the second one. I did one yesterday and one today now. So there's an idea for everybody out there. I know last fall when I built this face cord rack, it wasn't going over real well. And I was kind of talking with some friends in the community. Mike at K&L was one of them. And he told me that he sells a lot of half face cords. So the idea between the two of us come around to putting a divider in there. And that's what I did. So now you can buy the whole thing for $100 or half of it for $60. So there you go again, leaning on others in the community. So if you haven't thought of that, or haven't seen that here on my channel, that's an idea for you folks out there selling face cords. If it's not going over real well, try dividing it in half, and you're gonna get more money out of it if they buy a half. You always make more money in smalls. That's why with Evan being gone, I have decided not to advertise deliveries this year, and I'm just letting that firewood stand sell this wood for me. And if it keeps up like it is right now, I won't have to make deliveries this year. I do have some existing customers, like I said earlier, that we come in contact with last year that I'm going to keep up with. But as for advertising for new, I don't think so. We're going to let the firewood stand do it for me. Everyone, you can tell I have made it to the farm, and as you can see by looking at the woods, this is what I'm talking about, with my wife's stepdad doing some selective cutting around the edges. How those trees look a lot thinner than down in there. And I got to tell you, how about service? Here's the truck parked, and he dragged those maple sticks all the way up to the driveway. You can't ask for better service than that. Doesn't look like a lot, but I'm sure there's more down in there. A little dirt on one there from dragging them, but he's clearing down around that old sinkhole now. So I'm gonna get these bucked up and loaded, and I'm sure there's more down there to get. All right, guys, help me out in the comments. Are steel chains being made cheap? This saw is out of adjustment. That's the second steel chain that I've ran out of adjustment on this 261. And I know I got the right chain. I'm going right off the bar and what the saw calls for. Never had that happen before with any of my steel chainsaws or saws, but this is number 2 right here. So I'm gonna switch over to the 400. Sorry there, guys. You can see already quite a lot of maple. Very, very nice stuff. Little to none of those rounds has limbs on it. So this is why I love maple so much for bundle grade wood. And as you can hear, my wife's stepdad is getting the tractor out. We're gonna throw this in a bucket, put it in the trailer. I'm gonna spare you guys the rest of this and save a little bit of footage for when I get back home and show you what I wound up with when I get it all out of the trailer and get it stacked. All right, everybody. Ran out of time for the end of this video. Got busy with family and football and wound up losing daylight. So you're seeing me load up the rounds here in super speed, and we're putting the rest of it on the trailer. Wound up getting a beautiful load of bundle grade maple out of all of this, and this trailer is completely full when we're all done, as you're getting ready to see. But that's going to do it for this one. You'll have to stay tuned to the next video and check out the wall of rounds I will have stacked and ready to be split. So I appreciate y'all being here. Until next time, get outside. See ya.